Hi everyone, today's video is going to be about me designing Webframe. So I launched it last week, it went pretty well, and I really wanted to kind of share with you kind of my design thinking, my design process. So I didn't do any wireframes or anything, I kind of went straight into Sketch and started kind of putting out my ideas. So this is really from the very beginning in my head to kind of getting to that initial design, and it looks pretty similar to how it ended up, so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's useful.
Okay, so first of all, just create a little artboard. I'll create tablet. I don't like it being wider than the page. I like to just kind of feel where I'm going with it. So let's just write a nice logo at the top there. Okay, that looks nice. Open sans, nice little font. I usually just use that for the beginning, right? And we're going to keep this really nice and clean. And I think we're going to have the menu over on the side. But the only thing is I want to do screenshots, right? So if we're talking about 3, well, on this screen, you're probably looking at 2. Let's maybe say it's slightly wider. Right, it's still kind of, let's say we want to fit 3 on, right, ideally. Then, and this is going to be where the screenshots are, and they're all going to be maybe different lengths. So we're going to have like a bit of a Pinterest view here, like bam, like that. So let's just take the border off those for a second. Just change the color just so, right. So, okay, and then the two things I really want is just to have a really nice display, but I also do want people to be able to obviously categorize stuff. So the one way you can do it is just having like a search bar here. The only thing I don't like about that is it means you have to type in what you want. You're going to need kind of inspiration. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. I want to just make these corners. That might be much. Okay, but we kind of got something that looks a bit like a search bar here, which would be kind of cool. But I'm still not sure about that. Anyway, let's make 3 of these because I think that's what we really need is about 3 of these. That's probably just going to be about right. So then let's distribute these. Okay, so we've got kind of, this is a rough idea of what it might look like, and then let's put that one over there. Like that, and then let's put that one over here, like so. So you've got a nice little thing going on of different screens. Still not sure about this. I really want it to be super simple though, and I don't even know whether I want to sign up or anything like that. Maybe like just a description here about what we're doing. So maybe just like find, discover beautiful web app designs. Beautiful. And then that's a subtitle, so let's make that a little bit smaller. Right, and then so we've got kind of that there. I'm not convinced by this search option. That's not even in line, so that's not helping. That's a bit wide as well. I'm just not sure about it. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the other thing we could do is like have a search bar and then have like the categories underneath. So you could have things like billing, and then just have kind of spaces between them really. So let's make this quite small. So billing, something like that, right? And I think that would be like maybe just like a blue color, but not that kind of color blue. Something that looks a bit like that. But that's not, yeah, that's nice. Billing. What else would there be? You could have like something like let's do some lowercase. I think that's better. You might have like sign up, forgot password. You know, that kind of thing. So you've got kind of like a flow here, and you can click on one of these, and you might be able to do, because I'm thinking of like allowing. This also does add some complexity because it means I've got to do some sort of search thing. The other thing, I need a search icon just for this. So I'm not totally convinced by this, but it does look nice and fresh. So it's either that, or I guess you have some sort of drop-down list, or I put it down on the side over here. Okay, anyway, let's just try that for a second. I'm going to get the logos to search. My internet's very slow. My internet is broken, which is good. Oh no, here we go. Okay, let's just smash that in, like so. Bam, bam, bam. All right, nice. Actually, quite like. I mean, normally you wouldn't have that like so bold, but actually it kind of looks kind of nice just because it kind of matches the Webframe thing. Try to make it slightly smaller. I'll leave it like that for now. I'll probably change it back, but all right. It's a bit strong, but anyway. Okay, so then let's just smash out a second one. Again, the thing we're losing here is we're going to have to make all these slightly smaller, like so. And then we don't need that so much, and we probably wouldn't have to probably just use it like so. Okay, plans, sign up. Forgot password. I think I probably will end up going for this for now, just because that would be like kind of in a separate section, wouldn't it? We'd want a title here, so let's say categories. Spell that right, and then let's put that in maybe like something a bit like so. We could do that thing where you kind of do like categories like that, and then maybe just make that a bit duller. But this should all be in some sort of. I really like black and white websites. Just sometimes color is just a bit, I don't know, cheapening. You know, super simple what this does, and then you have this sort of. Yeah, I mean the only thing now is we have this sort of. This is quite a nice like. I'm not gonna make this change just back because I don't like it anymore. Okay. More like a frosty colour. That's better. So yeah, I mean you can have these things on the side, but don't know. It doesn't feel as centered as this. And then the other thing I was going to look at adding, so when you click on it, I guess as well, that's the other thing, like what happens, I guess I'd probably, what I would say should happen is we do like, let's just lock that for a second. What I would say is we have like a model view, right? Because I hate feeling like I don't really know where I am, and I want to maybe like just look at something and then go back to kind of where I was. So this will be whatever the screenshot is, so if you click anywhere outside of that, it will disappear. And then we'll have maybe like something at the bottom down here, which will let you like do stuff like download, you know, like download the like, you know, and then you could have like next buttons as well. Okay, that'll do. Ugh. Why is it giving me all this other rubbish? Okay. Okay, let's make that a little bit smaller. Okay, and then we'll kind of make it white, but maybe just like a bit like, yeah, something like that. Oops. Let's lock that layer. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure it's in line, but anyway. Oh, there we go. Bam, okay. And then you can kind of like skip across, right? Like, you can see you'll probably there. That's quite nice, right? So you can then see, the other thing there is obviously we might have to make that box quite big, because otherwise if they click kind of here, we want to exit the screen. It would be a bit confusing. Let's just throw a little bit of a border radius there, and a bit of a border radius here. Take off that. We might want to make this white, just just like download effectively. We'll probably find an icon for that, but just for now, download is fine. The text is fine. Right, and make that a bit bigger. Yeah, that's nice. So really simple, download. We're not really going to have a save feature for now, or an upvote feature, but these are all kind of things that you could add at some point, maybe if we've got time. You know, I'm really leaning towards this one. I don't know why. For now, just download, right? That's fine. Okay. Right. So let's just see what it's like when so let's take something like Stripe. Let's take this. So their homepage, just as an example. So that's homepage. So the first thing, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to I have this one, but it doesn't actually download the whole page. So I want to basically get a Chrome tool which will help me screenshot a page, but that one just does the visible page, and I want the whole page because that's a bit more useful. So Chrome extension screenshot entire page. Okay, let's see. Full page screen capture. What reviews has this got? It's got a lot of reviews. Okay, let's try it. Okay, we're away. All right, let's try it out back on our Stripe page. How quick is it? Oh, okay. That's how you want to do it. Fine. Okay, that looks pretty good actually. Well done. Well done. Let's see how easy it is to download. I don't want to download a PDF. I want to download a ping. Okay. Now that's pretty easy. I quite like this tool. And yeah, it's done a pretty good job. Okay, well that's great because I can now use that in my design, so I can get a feel for how this might work. So where was it? I'm gonna go look in mine there, in my downloads. I have to drag this across. Oh, okay, it's massive. So let's just bring it down a little bit in size so we can work with it. And then, so I'm going to make this a mask. Is that the right one? Okay, mask. And then just make this a bit smaller, obviously, so it fits in. What's happening there? That's not what we want. Oh, it's because they're both selected. So make this a bit smaller. That fits in the thing. And so I'm aware that we probably don't want the whole of every page on it until you click into it. So we'll kind of, I guess we'll probably do, like, if it's over a certain length, we'll do like a maximum or a percentage set possibly of the total size. But that looks quite good. Maybe a little border bit. Yeah, that's nice. Just make it feel a little bit more like a card. Do we want to put a shadow around that? I'm not the biggest fan of shadows. I think they can look a little bit cheap. But, you know, sometimes a little shadow, yeah, just make it like just about feel like it's, you know, that's actually a bit too much still for my liking. I'm going to make the blur a bit more as well. I just want that like touch of something. Maybe, no, that's not looking good, is it? Is it? Maybe if it's a bit lighter, you know, you have a bit of a lighter border. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'll have to have a think about it. Anyway, that'll do for now. Okay, let's just get a couple more. So let's do, what else can we do? What other sites? What can we do? Let's just go on Product Hunt today. Pick out the top thing on Product Hunt. There we go. Okay. Let's see how they do this. Again. I'm gonna get this annoying thing possibly on it. Oh no, it's done a really good job at not doing that and only putting it at the bottom. This is some really good tool that I found. Look at that. Okay. So I'm gonna just do the same thing here. Oh, that got a bit smaller that time. Okay, that's fine. Actually, what we're gonna do is just put it down there for a second. Because we've got a nice map already, it doesn't make sense to redo that every time. Right. So we'll just replace this in here, delete the old one, put the screenshot up like so, and then resize it. Doesn't need too much resizing. Nice. You know, because if this is, let's say my screen's this big, right? It's still quite hard to see what's going on this page, and I want to have to at least get a feel for what is happening on the page. And it might be that we go to doing 2 per page instead because it's just not enough otherwise. All right, let's do one more. Let's go back to Product Hunt and see what else there is on here. Let's do Notion. Oh, it's going to be a job. Okay. Hopefully these guys have got a nice website we can use. Oh, it's a pretty rubbish example, isn't it? Well, I'm going to use Airtable. Let's do that one. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a nice web page example. Again, it's done a stellar job there. Okay, well, what we're going to do again is just copy that into the space. So, like so. And then add that in there, delete the old one. Okay, nice. But that's what the user's going to roughly see. Maybe slightly bigger if they're on a bigger screen. And it's very small, so I'm conscious of that. We might just have 2 per page, depending how big the screen is, of course. We do some responsive design there. I am not sure. The other way you could do it is just have a drop-down list of... let's try this one with just 2 designs. So it'd actually be slightly bigger. 2 is definitely maybe the way to go here, and then that does look all right now. Looks a lot better, just because it's just a bit bigger. I'm zooming down a little bit. Okay, like that. I think just because it's so much easier to do this, I'm going to do this for now. And we can always whiz it around because, like, that means I've got to add a search and then it's got to work. I have to use maybe some search tool. Yeah, that'll do for now, right? Categories, yeah. Something doesn't feel quite right about this, but maybe if I just make that a bit lighter. That looks really wrong. How do you spell categories? Yes. So why does it look so wrong? Anyway, maybe just looking at it too much. Maybe just make those. It's already quite small. All right, make it slightly smaller. And then the one that is selected, I'm actually gonna have like top or something, or like, or just maybe just like all, something like that. Yeah. And then when one is selected, it will go like a nice blue color. Right. I think that'll be enough design for the time being. Should be able to get started. We could just make this random as well. Obviously, if it's got a size, just thinking about the length of these things just to make them look good. All right, I think we've got, oh, I haven't saved it. All right, so I'm going to create in my weekly, in my Webframe. Call this Webframe. Okay. We're good to go. Just on this one, I shouldn't do this because this is unnecessary, but I just thought I'd actually prefer it to look a bit like this, and we've probably got time. We haven't spent too long on this. Okay, so in the middle there, and then we're just going to make this nice blue colour. Like so. Yeah, it's nice. All right. Yeah, I'm starting to like this. This is starting to look good. So the way we're going to do this is we'll probably just have this side bit as, I'm just thinking if you're on a massive screen, how we want that to look. So let's just make it like a massive screen for a second, like bam, and we'll zoom in 100%. Like you kind of would you want to just have like big, like more of these, or would you want this to like come into the middle a bit, possibly? Although possibly not really. I think it actually looks better if you just have it. This is a very wide screen, but like you basically make these bigger as well. So we always kind of keep it in line here, but we always just make it bigger, so we always fit it on the page. I quite like that. And we're fully utilizing the space available. I guess eventually, if it was like really massive, I think I'd probably just leave it like so. Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay, all right, that's nice. Okay, we've got everything we need, I think. Let's just copy this into here. And basically, in this view, you can then scroll within that that model view. So let's mask that. All right, nice. Why does this look cute? I can't get this in the middle. Wait, one sec. Let's just make that. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's just try and build something like this and see how far we get. I think this is like MVP 1, right? You've got some images here, you've got some categories, you can click into it, you can download, and you can then see kind of other things in that category. And eventually we might enable you to go to like see other companies, which would make the search thing work a bit better. But for now, I'm just going to forget the search thing. Okay, I think that's a wrap.
So I hope that helps show my development process, my design thinking, how I go about like creating the initial design for a product that is kind of in my head. I'm by no means an expert, so I probably made loads of mistakes, but it's not about being perfect, I think. It's just about getting your product out there. And so if you want to know how I took that design and made it actually into a development, check out the next video. Maybe subscribe so you get notified when I upload it, because it's not ready yet. Okay, thanks guys.